Yay!
Yay!
Look at this.
Oh my gosh, my favorite. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, I've been excited to hang
Things
out
to
with you.
everyone.
Yay.
Nice to
Wonderful.
meet you, Nkosi.
Nice to meet you too.
How amazing.
Yeah, Leela did such a beautiful job on your video in Kosi when she read your words.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I actually listened to it. It was fantastic, beautiful. I loved it.
Oh, thank you. I loved your
Yeah,
words. I got lost making the video. It was beautiful.
Oh, I know. Such a masterpiece, Leela.
wonderful.
All of those videos you're making, I'm just like bawling the whole time. It's just so beautiful. Oh my God. Can't even handle it.
Yeah, she has a real like gift for the voiceover. It's like
Hmm.
for me, like Leela's the gold standard.
Yay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
beautiful voice. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason I smoked cigarettes for 17 years.
Oh, really? Do you
Apparently,
still or not?
no, no.
Hmm.
But it's not just the raspiness of your lovely southern drawl. It's
Yeah.
it's the emptiness. That the
Hmm.
way you're able to read the words and still be empty is just takes my breath away.
Yeah.
Yeah, there seems to be as well an energy behind the words.
Hmm.
Behind the words. I love it. I
Mm,
love it.
Totally.
thank you. I loved listening to your videos that Michael posted of your one-on-one with the music, and you have a beautiful voice too.
Oh my God, your words are just radiating, like shimmering. Like I have chills down my spine listening. It's like it's so amazing. It's just it's like screaming unconditional love, just overflowing. And like, like the spiritual phrase, Christ consciousness. It's like just pure. It's pure. So I absolutely love the way you share this message. It's amazing.
Beautiful. Beautiful. It's just what's happening.
You can't help it.
And so it's like geeking out, like I'm fanboying out now, like I'm like with the Beatles right now, you know.
Yeah.
You're four, like you three are my really, if I'm being, I just listened to just you guys. It's just there's such a resonance here
I
with
know, it's
with you
amazing.
three that touches me unlike anything else.
Yay. It's so all inclusive. It's so loving.
Yeah. No separation
Yeah.
already.
Yay. God appearing as four beautiful faces on a screen.
Yeah, I love that you call this, Jenny, God's imagination.
Hmm. Playing with itself, just making love to itself through appearing as everything.
This is the miracle that we can seem to be and seem to, you know, have friendships and resonance.
Hmm. It's amazing.
There's nothing to transcend.
Yeah, yeah. It was in Kosi. Remember in Kosi when you first brought the word already around?
Yeah, that's such a
Yeah,
potent word.
yeah,
It's one and done. It's just done.
yeah. It's already,
Hmm.
it's already here or not.
Yeah.
It's everything already. For nothing. There's no separation. There's no separate self to find. It's already. There's just it's, or not even that. There's no knowing what this is. Yet what seems to be the knower is already that which can never be known. There is no real separate knower. It is this already. Everything's this. There's no seeker. There's no finder. There's just this. There's never been a seeker. There's never been anyone separate from this, looking for this. There's just this, and this can never be known. Who would know this? If all there is this, who would know this? So there's just this, whatever is happening or not, it is this already. No separation.
So I had asked Jenny why, when you first said already here, that resonated so deeply and powerfully. And she had such a beautiful answer. It's just everything in its own time, you know? It's just it's like, when is an apple ready to fall from a tree? Who can say?
It's just open and ready. It's all ready. Ripe and ready. And everyone energetically knows this, but it's so beautiful, this game of hide and seek that God plays with itself in this imagination. And the resistance is the resisting your own absence, and it's distracted with thoughts and problems to solve and should and shouldn't. And once that resistance is gone, it's obvious, it's just this, and this is everything. And the seeing is the seen, and what's being observed is the observer. It's one, because what is the observed without the observer? It doesn't appear. It's amazing that in the game of hide and seek, it's like when this was appearing in the story of Jenny, that didn't happen. When it appeared gradual, I realized like when you're postponing an orgasm because you're wanting to enjoy this ride or whatever. It was almost like I was so excited because I knew it was happening, but I kept postponing it because I was like, oh wait, let's have a problem to solve. Let me resist something. Okay, give me something to resist. And then it was just too obvious, it was just too, and then it was over. It was like, you're nothing. You don't exist. You don't exist. It's too obvious without the thoughts and the silence, When
Oh my gosh, that's such a beautiful example.
Yeah. And it was so funny because when it appeared to happen, which didn't happen, it was like jumping out of an airplane with nothing to hold on to. It was terrifying and exciting, and it was just like, and that innocent thought came up, give me a problem to solve, give me something to resist, and it was too late. It was just a joke, you know. It's like there's
But what does this mean?
It's so sweet and innocent, you know. It's like and then it can just be too obvious, and it can be seen that attention on the thoughts was misidentifying with the thoughts as real, as these are my thoughts, and you know, this character is real, this body is real, this world is real. Through resistance, it appeared real, but then with no resistance, it's so obvious it's not real. And there is no separation.
It's like the verbing wants to be an entity, or it's expressing as an entity.
Yeah, as a noun. It's like
Yeah.
identifying with the noun so innocently.
Yeah, I was telling Leela, we talked this morning on the phone. I was telling her that when I was driving to work yesterday, I was on the freeway, and I was stepping on the gas pedal, and I heard a thought say, I'm making the car go faster. And I was like, well, no, actually, you're not doing anything. If anyone's doing it, it's my foot stepping so on the gas pedal. If you want to tell a story, that one would be a little more accurate. And then suddenly the thought he just ran away in shame.
That's cute.
It's like a non-verbal assumption, you know, that claiming mechanism. It's just like this dissonant hum underneath all the thoughts that it needs to claim innocently, you know, until it doesn't. Like a
Yeah.
biscuit. It ain't done till it's done.
That's great. I love that. You brought the South in here. I love it. Biscuits and gravy. Yeah. Yeah, and the thinker
Beautiful.
is the thought. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, in NKOSI, you've said the exact same thing. The thinker is the thought, literally. I know because I posted it.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
That can be
I
scary to
think
see. Go ahead, NKOSI.
yeah, sorry. Yeah, the think of thoughts is just another thinking happening. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's special. It may think to itself, it's special. That's that's just another thinking happening, which is
Mhm.
already nothing expressing as that.
Mhm. No entity thinking.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
the entity is an assumption.
It's all conceptual concepts in the imagination.
Yeah.
It never gets old. It's still funny.
The
The prank.
prank, yeah. Tricking yourself. Like putting the VR headset on and forgetting that you put the VR headset on, thought it was real. Thought the avatar that you were playing in the game was you. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, the game actually wouldn't work if you discovered the magic trick too quickly. Like
Oh,
if
I know. Yeah.
baby popped out of the mother and looked around and went, nah, it's
It's
designed.
hiding. It's designed brilliantly to hide the truth. It's beautiful.
That's how you fool yourself. That's how the magician can fool himself.
Yes. Because how else would you have had this experience of polarities? Seeing what you're not to see what you are.
Ginny, it seems to be it seems to be drawing something there.
Oh yeah. Oh, behind me?
Yeah, you seems to be drawing there. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I-
I do. I draw when I'm on Zoom calls too, like drawing.
Oh,
But
okay.
this is a fox that I painted for my son's nursery when he was little. And then it's an oil painting. And then I stole it and put it in my room. Yay.
Beautiful.
How old is your son?
1 year and
Wow.
7 months now.
Oh, sweet. I love that age. It's so fun.
Yeah,
Wow.
he
And you
can
have,
walk now.
oh,
Yeah,
how fun.
It
Yeah,
goes by
I sent
quickly.
oh, sorry.
Hmm.
I sent them the video in Kosi. I sent Jenny and Leela the video of you so beautifully singing when your son was a newborn, you know?
Yes, that was stunning.
Yeah, it
It,
was.
there was
That
so
was so
much
beautiful.
love in his voice. I was like, that's the song every son wishes their father had sung to them. You know,
Yes.
it was so lovely, just gorgeous.
yeah.
So gorgeous.
And I have not sent them the latest one in Kosi that you sent me of your son just crying, walking around
Oh,
crying.
oh, how adorable.
Mm.
How beautiful.
And so I said to
He's
Nkosi,
very dramatic.
yeah, yeah, but we could understand it because can you imagine coming into this limitation, how traumatic it must feel? So
Yeah, it's a
yeah, you
nightmare.
understand the crying. Sorry, Nkosi?
Yeah, it's a nightmare. I understand when he cries a lot. I understand what he's going through. Yeah, it's just he will adjust bit by bit. It
Yeah,
gets used to it,
yeah,
apparently.
yeah. It's just like you're having the terrible twos early, you get it out of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so I have a question to the group or Nkosi or anybody. Why is nothing happening?
Because that's all I got.
Wait, so I missed the first part of this because my son was blowing me up on the other line and I thought that it was an emergency. So I missed the part where you asked the question.
Yeah, why is it said that nothing is happening?
You said, why is nothing happening?
Oh, okay, thank you. Thanks, Leah.
Because it's kind of two
Yeah,
different
yeah,
questions.
thank you. Yeah, keep me honest.
Why is nothing?
Yeah,
I love how the question why is the answer. Like the saying, the journey is the destination. It's everything. It's all of it. Everything that could possibly be or not be.
It's like asking why do you like that game? Or why do you prefer chocolate? It's no reason, it's just because.
So that's why nothing's happening.
I would say that that glimpse that appeared to happen showed me that nothing was happening. It was very obvious that what this is beyond what's appearing to happen. Appearing is what's appearing to happen. Formless appearing as form, stillness appearing as movement, silence appearing as sound. And that when there's no resistance, that emptiness is almost in the foreground, where it's obvious it's not moving. It's obvious it's still, it's empty. Appearing is full. It's empty potential. And like a dream at night, it didn't happen. It's not happening. Like a daydream in the imagination. And it's timeless. There's no time. So there's no before or after. This is a snapshot of everything that could possibly be or not be right now. This. And then it's gone. It's like in the incinerator. It's like instantly disappears. It appears, it disappears, just like these words appearing and disappearing. And they never happen. Nothing's happening. Nothing's ever happened. And it can just be obvious, energetically, intuitively.
It's just an expression, Nothing apparently wants to be everything. No reason.
Yeah. Uncausal.
Yeah.
Uninvolved yet appearing to be involved.
No intention appearing as intention.
Yeah, it's just this appearing to ask a question. Why is nothing happening?
Mm-hmm. And you can't get outside of what is to know it, or because you're all of it and you're none of it.
Yeah, it's funny. The question has this inherent sense of gravitas, but in reality, it's as empty as all questions.
Yeah, there is no answer. And there's no question.
That's a strange phenomenon, going from having all these existential questions to all of a sudden questions fall away, and it's just like the need to know falls away.
Mm-hmm. It's free as the unknown. It's just free.
Oh, that was you, Jenny, that says there's just nothing. You can't get more free than that.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't get any freer than that. Nothing appearing to happen.
And NKOSI, in the past, you had said this is more solid than what seems to be solid, right? What you're speaking of, this is more solid than what seems to be solid.
Yeah. Yeah, there is no separation. Everything is this. Even what appears to be apparent objects is just full on this. There's no this and the objects. There's already not two. Everything is just full on this. Even what appears to be apparent things, It's just this. So there is no division, there's no separation, there's no dividing line. There is no you and this, just this. Also expressing as what seems to be somebody who separates, but there's no real somebody who separates. Everything is this already. You know? So that's it. I don't know if I gave an answer. I don't know.
Yeah, beautiful.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, everything just points. It's so beautiful because it's like the compass can't point to itself. It's just, it is the pointing.
It is the one asking the question.
Yeah. The one, yeah, what you're looking for is the one looking.
Yeah.
So
Already.
that's why you can't find it because you're already it.
Or we could say the one asking the question is the one answering it.
Yeah, all of it. Exploring
Unfathomable.
itself. Hmm.
What did you say?
One God exploring itself through infinite capacity, infinite potential and archetypes and qualities, which has no qualities, appearing as unique qualities.
That's so beautiful, Jenny, right? Because like, what's it like to be nervous? You know?
Yeah, what's it like to be when you aren't? It's amazing. This aliveness is just such a gift. It's beautiful. And when it's obvious it's not real, it's not separate, it's can be seen as playful and in love.
Mm.
In love with even the craziest of archetypes. You're no longer a victim to your imagination. The boogeyman's not
Yay.
real anymore.
Yay. That alone makes this worth talking to
Hmm.
quote Tim Kliss. You know, that freedom from the tyranny of your mind
Hmm.
makes talking about this worthwhile.
Beautiful.
It seems to make conceptual thought more in the background than it was before. When before it had so much meaning, you know. But it can still have meaning, but it's just a little bit of a shift.
Hmm.
And then there's the simplicity of not knowing, you know.
You're right. Oh, I love that. Look how it's so, I love how you said it, Leela, the simplicity of not knowing. It can't get any fucking more simpler than not knowing.
Hmm. Yeah, that is freedom. It's when it's just left to be unknown.
NKOSI, could you do me a favor and say fuck? Or tell me to fuck off? I don't even care.
That's hilarious. It's like the holiest fuck off ever. Yeah.
Fuck off, Michael.
Yeah. Yay.
That was beautiful. It sounded like a blessing.
I know it was a blessing. It was with grace.
I'm glowing. I got anointed.
I know, anointed. Oh my
Need
gosh.
one of those little holy water things where you like sling the water.
Yeah.
Fuck
Fuck
off,
off.
Michael.
Fuck off.
Fuck off, Jenny. Fuck off, Leela.
That's great. I love it.
That could sell a lot of videos. I'll just make it the title. And Kosi says, "Fuck off."
Yeah. I love it. That's beautiful.
It's so funny how it's not the words, because look how happy I am about being told to fuck off,
Hmm.
right? So it's not in the words.
It isn't.
Yeah.
Mhm. I think as humans we get more information from looking at each other's facial expressions and mannerisms, tone of voice.
Yeah, all energetic. And through resistance, you can pick up on the dissonance or the constraints. Which is just freedom appearing as that playfully. What is it like
Yeah,
to
and
have a
when the
Go ahead.
sorry,
No, you go ahead.
and when that sense of separate self uh, is still there, it might take an offense. You know, you know, how dare you tell me fuck off? You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when it is no longer there, it's just everything is empty. Those are just empty words, don't mean anything. There are
Hmm.
no buttons anymore.
Hmm. No buttons to
Yeah.
push. Yeah, no subject object is no victim, no one to blame.
You can't even blame yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's the compassion part that is talked about, when you can't find anybody anywhere, even out there. It's just this, and it's innocent expression, however it appears.
Hmm. All alone. Alone, split apart is all one. I like that. Alone.
Yeah.
Alone is everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alone appearing to as friends, which are you, you know, talking to yourself.
It doesn't say the other.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not trying to get rid of the story, because even the story is just an expression of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah, the story is absolutely stunning. And now
Beautiful.
that it's not real or taken seriously, it's so fun. The story is so fun. It's a wonder. It's like, wow. The formless appearing is this beautiful story.
Kiddies enjoy it as well.
Mm-hmm.
I know one.
Yeah. Not personal.
I remember when I first heard like Jim Newman and certain speakers, I was really offended, and I thought they were assholes because they didn't give me anything, any like chance of becoming something better or something I can do to improve. So I just subconsciously took offense and was like, oh, I can't listen to these people, you know. Um, who knows? A couple of years later, it was just like, oh, and you know, there was a resonance. Until, you know, it was hilarious. I thought what they were saying, you know, you get that Buddha laugh. Um, I remember laughing, and it was so weird. It was one of those surreal moments where there's just laughing, and it was like the whole universe was that, and it was almost scary, you know,
Yeah.
because you're nowhere there, you're not in there.
Mm-hmm. The cosmic joke. Yeah, nothing to attain.
Oh, hallelujah.
I know, what a relief.
And no one to attain anything.
Hmm.
You're like, oh, it is this, like they said.
Yeah.
I remember having like clenching and straining to understand why I
Hmm.
couldn't see that this is this, you know,
Isn't that great? It's
as a sequel.
too simple, too easy, too obvious, easily overlooked.
Maybe if I concentrate a little harder.
Yeah, it's so great. Which is like the resistance, because looking for it loses it, because it's already this.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
veils
like
it.
water in your hand.
Yeah. And when you stop looking, it's found. Ding, ding, ding.
That's what happened. Well, what seemed to happen was I was just like, you know what? I cannot do this. And I threw my hands up, you know,
Yep.
it felt like hopelessness and despair.
Hmm.
And then it was like, oh, you know, there was
Hmm.
the fog lifted, it seemed like.
Yeah. That's it. It's like
And
a
it was always this
energetic,
way. Yeah.
it's like an energetic fuck it, aka surrender, that's involuntary, that just happens.
That is so
Yeah.
much it. That's it.
Hmm.
We need to make a video about that.
Yay. And it can appear gradual, it can appear instantaneous, it can appear not even noticeable because nothing happened.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can.
the songs now are appreciated by all.
Hmm.
Now, it doesn't mean I like them all, but they're appreciated. I have favorites. Certain like you three, I would say are like my favorite song.
Yay.
But I appreciate all songs
Yeah.
because it's still this expressing.
Hmm. Totally.
I appreciate a cactus, but it doesn't mean I want to be on it.
It's perfect because the apparent opposites in the imagination define itself, so it's like each apparent character has preferences and resonates, and which makes it appear unique, so that this can explore its infinite capacity as being everything uniquely, and it's amazing.
Jenny, can you talk a little bit about how it perfectly balances itself out, the yin and the yang? It's so beautiful. Like if there's a mass murderer, then there has to be someone that wants to save the world.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if there's a Mother Teresa, then there's a Hitler, and it's just one imagination with infinite potential, infinite qualities, and one quality defines another quality. You can't have one without the other. It wouldn't appear to exist. So just like in deep sleep, nothing or pure awareness or whatever you want to call it, God or um, boundless energy, can't know itself. It's all alone. It's can't see itself. But in this waking dream of opposites, it can see itself through everything and play and explore itself through these opposites. So the formless seeing itself in form can see itself. So it's opposites. It's like inverted or upside down or backwards. And through what you aren't, you can see what you are. It's like an involuntary, spontaneous negation that happens. So through this, belief that this is real, and the suffering and the resistance is the catalyst to wake up from the dream and realize you're not finite, you're not bound, you're not even inside the body. You are prior to anything and everything that could possibly be or not be. Appearing is everything that could possibly be or not be. So it's so through these opposites, there's a unique experience, and you can't have one without the other.
Yeah, it's that beautiful contrast of shadows that make a painting beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
and light. So if you take a candle and put it directly beside the sun, you're not going to be able to admire the light from that candle and the warmth from the candle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the contrast.
It's
Yeah.
nothing but light and warmth. So you have to put it in a dark void in order for it to be appreciated for what it is.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. I love that. That's the masterpiece.
Without dark, there's no light. Without light, there's no dark.
And without sadness, no happiness.
And without war, there's no peace.
Yeah, without evil, there's no good. And it's all just playful because it's not real. It's not really happening. It's just this beautiful dream, this beautiful God's imagination, just exploring what it's like to be when you aren't.
NKOSI, what do you think of Jenny's expression, God's imagination? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's okay. It's beautiful. It's nice. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just so poetic.
Words are just,
Yeah.
yeah, you can say like that. Yeah.
I've heard you mention imagination in your videos, NKOSI.
Sorry?
I've heard you mention imagination in your videos too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagined concepts.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so powerful, the mind, or whatever, that mechanism of imagination or belief, whatever it is, that mysterious thing, it creates worlds, apparently.
Yeah. And it also creates wars, stories, days, yeah, everything.
Time, space.
Yeah. To make it look real. Otherwise, you wouldn't have gotten tricked.
Wow.
Tricked into being.
I got you, motherfucker. That's what you do when you're alone with infinity and eternity. You play pranks on yourself, apparently.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I got to tell you, there was a time where sometimes either at my meeting on Wednesday night or in privates, somebody would say, that they were suffering. And NKOSI was so polite. That's what killed me, was how polite he was and innocent. he would ask them really politely, if I may ask, right? Because they're claiming they're suffering. And so he would just say it in the sweetest way I've ever heard. He'd say, if I may ask, you as what exactly?
Wow, beautiful.
That is so beautiful, and I prefer that. I mean, as a human being, just mutual respect and not invalidating somebody else's experience in case that there's a wanting to believe whatever they believe. There's nothing wrong with that. That's this too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to get whacked in the head with radical non-duality when I was running around searching and meditating and playing with rocks and stuff. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. Well, it seemed that way anyway. To me, there's a part of this that's very practical and practical, human living. It's just not putting up with your own bullshit anymore. And I think that's the freedom that can be for someone, apparently. It's just not being held slave to that which pops up in the mind. Um, it's just a lightness. I know there's really no way to put it into words, but
No,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. Because that thought identification is so painful. Believe in the thoughts, believe in their thoughts. They're you.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a good way to put it.
Yeah, when I practiced self-inquiry for a couple years, like I would hit the target of like Nisargadatta would talk about, go to the root I prior to words and thoughts. So like you'd focus all attention on sensation without word or thought. And it was just like kind of hit the target, a single focus on the pure awareness that's uninvolved, that's permanent, that's still, that doesn't move, that doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't have any qualities. And then I could see it expanded into, holy shit, this is without the observed, without the observer. What is the observed? It doesn't appear to exist. The pure awareness is everything that's appearing to exist. It's not separate. So it's not even a witness. It's not even a duality in the self inquiry. So it just became very loud that it is the pure awareness, and it's still, and it's not going anywhere. And this is no time. This is no cause and effect. This is without qualities appearing as all of this. And it's so cool because even when I'm doing like a hardcore exercise, it's still, it's not moving. It's very loud, almost like the silence is louder than the sound now. So it's like, it's very obvious that this isn't real. It's very obvious that this isn't happening. And it's just in love. And love appearing is whatever's happening. Even when the body has pain, it's not my pain. It's, and there's no resistance to the pain. It's just full on allowed to be what it is without, being partial to without pain. So everything's just allowed to be.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's
Funny, we give it a name like the background or the primordial or whatever name we give it. That's what we do. And
mm-hmm.
in this apparent subject object, and we can't help it. We make it into a thing that isn't this, right? Something that has to be sussed out and intuited or reached, attained, learned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
It doesn't need to be seen though, does it?
Mm-mm.
Or perceived or anything to be what it is.
Yeah, it's literally everything. Everything is everything is everything. Every minute detail is everything.
Yeah, even the denial is it.
Yeah. The resistance, the thought, this is not it, this can't be it, is it?
And I love, Jenny, how you talk about, in a way, that's the portal, that's the key. The thing you're resisting is
Mm-hmm.
saying, this isn't it. And that's your way through.
Yeah, what you resist persists because what you're resisting is what you're longing for. So that's like the missing puzzle piece. So once it's seen what's being resisted is what's longing for, there's no resistance. What would be resisted after that? And then that's like the slingshot hitting the target because once you let go of that, the band, the resistance.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, just like the nightmare at night. With these with one God appearing in the imagination as infinite archetypes. Like I remember in 2017, it was before my glimpse, because my glimpse happened in the beginning of 2018 in the story that didn't happen, but just to use this as for fun. The it became a freak show it became a nightmare to shake me awake, like a nightmare at night where the contraction and the resistance gets so intense that it wakes you up from the dream. Because there's a point where you're like, there's no way in hell this is real. This would be completely doomed. Like, this can't be real. So it's like it can get really insane sometimes to show you. Like there's a
Mm-hmm.
a projection. It's like you're projecting these clowns and freak show characters to um, shake you awake out of the dream. It's just amazing. So it can appear as an upheaval. Someone sent me a message that they woke up from the dream from this hurricane that came through this town and destroyed everything. So it's like Kali, it's like an upheaval. Sometimes it can appear as an upheaval to bitch slap you out of the dream, you know.
That's what I want to call our band, is Kali.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. And the first album is Lyrics That Kill. I like that.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. That's so funny because the me so fears death, and yet it's all it ever longs for.
Mm-hmm. Because it is.
Yeah.
It is absent. So it's like avoiding its own absence just to play the game, just to appear real for a certain amount of no time. Just like I was saying, like postponing the orgasm or whatever, it just keeps, sometimes because I remember noticing that it was getting too obvious. And then I would like try to distract myself, which is so playful and funny. It's so funny.
That's so beautiful because that's like not wanting the game to end at some.
Yeah. But I want this to look real.
Trying
I
to
want
enjoy
it.
the process.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Prolong the process. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember being like, now what do I do? Like,
I
what
know.
do I
When there's no problem to solve, it felt like a void or something was, like naked or something. I was like, wow, there's a lot of energy without worrying all day or having problems to solve. That's just wow.
Yeah, now I watch a lot of true crime.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I started listening to music again and doing art projects and stuff again. Yeah. when the
That's why
seeking was over. Yeah.
that's why I picked that song by that girl guitarist that I sent you guys doing
Mm-hmm.
Jumping Jack Flash. Because if you listen to the lyrics, it starts off, I was left alone and, left for dead, by
Mm-hmm.
a crossfire hurricane. But it's all right now. In fact,
Yes.
it's a gas.
It's beautiful. Beautiful.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. I love that like every song is singing it too. It's in the lyrics and it's in all the movies. It's the analogy of a VR headset. It's the analogy of the dream at night of deep sleep. It's the analogy of the movie theater, the projector on the screen, and the movie not being real and all of it. It's just screaming it,
Yeah.
It's
And
too obvious.
you look at the plants and the seasons and all of
Mm-hmm.
it.
The transient part that comes and goes and then you're like, wait a minute, all of this is all of this is changing and temporary. Well, then what is permanent? I
Mhm.
gotta find what's permanent.
That's it.
Yeah.
And so the first starch for what's permanent is books, was non-duality and spiritual books.
Mm-hmm.
Find the permanent. Oh, somebody must know, some guru, some enlightened being.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally the dawning came that everything I was reading was a limitation. Like I was just
Yeah.
limitation to idea, concept to concept.
Mm-hmm. What's so cool is the seeing is simultaneously rendering. So it's like whatever you're seeing is simultaneously being being rendered. So like it was when at one point I was like seeking and I was like, where is the fast forward button? Where's the fast forward button to enlightenment? Hurry up. And then right when I said that, I'm not even kidding. 5 minutes later, I look at my phone and a non-duality video popped up. And I was like, non-duality, what's that? It's so cool. It's like a radio station, like a frequency. You line up and one thought attracts like thoughts to create the belief, which is just the make believe story.
I love it.
It's so cool.
I love it. Right? Because you're like, probably you had this thought, Jenny, during the hurricane, like, how the fuck is this gonna work out?
Oh yeah, it was so cool because that stillness in the foreground was so obvious that it wasn't happening. Um, my son's calling me again. It's so obvious that it wasn't happening and it was still and just there was a subtle joy and excitement like a childlike wonder while the body was saying, kids, go get every towel, every blanket in the house because the flood is starting to come in the door. And so it was like all of this action happening in the stillness. It was so obvious that it wasn't really happening and it was playful and beautiful. And then it was so cool because I would crack up laughing. I would look at my cat who was the the definition of that because he's laying on the floor stretching and yawning like, what hurricane? Nothing's happening. Like this, nothing's real. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so great. It's so great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always been effortless.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I love what you said, Leela, that even the effort is effortless. I love that. Yeah. Mm.
Are you drinking coffee in Kosi?
Now I'm just drinking hot water,
Oh my goodness.
but it's warm right now.
Yay.
What are you drinking,
I love
Jenny?
drinking water.
Mm.
Jenny, what are you drinking?
I was drinking green tea. It's like my only crack. I don't have any other substance right
Oh my goodness.
now. What about you? Do you drink coffee?
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
have coffee in the morning, so
Mm-hmm.
because it's noon, I am drinking Earl Grey tea.
Nice. Yeah, I'll drink green tea in the morning and sometimes if there's a Zoom call. just for fun.
Yeah. And then when I've
Yeah.
had too much coffee and too much Earl Grey tea, I drink chamomile. I
Oh,
love
nice. You got to balance it
Mhm.
out.
it's so soothing. It's good for your tummy. Try
I
if
love
you have an
chamomile.
upset stomach, try chamomile tea. It'll help.
I love chamomile. What about you, Leela? What's your
I drink
your
one
crack?
cup of coffee in the morning, and I've been drinking kratom tea for like 12 years.
Oh my gosh, I've only
Yeah.
tried that once. It was energizing.
Yeah, I probably got a little addicted to it. But it helped, like it takes the pain away, like achiness, and
Hmm.
it can make you feel a little euphoric. Um, and it really helped my feelings at the time back in the day. So
What is it?
Hmm.
Crater. What is crater tea?
Kra-
Kratom, right?
Oh,
kratom, Kratom.
um, what is it?
It's a leaf.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, it's just ground up, and it's just like tea, but yeah.
mm.
That's cool.
They
And
need
as well,
wedding cozy.
I used to drink a cappuccino a lot up until my heart started to complain.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I used to have hypertension.
Mm,
Yeah, then
hmm.
I decided to stop. But I do drink a cappuccino. Yeah, every now and then, not all the time. Mm,
Hmm.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm not sensitive to
So you guys,
caffeine.
you love to drink. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Go ahead, Nkosi.
Go ahead. Okay.
You go
So you
ahead.
guys, you love to drink coffee a lot.
They do. I don't drink any coffee anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I drink
Yeah.
one cup in the morning. I try not to be like one of those old people that just drinks coffee all day, you know?
Hey, hey, hey.
That's funny.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
she's right. What keeps me from drinking all day is if you drink it all day, then in the morning it doesn't taste special. But
Oh, yeah.
if you just drink one or two cups and like one and a half a cup, by the
Mhm.
next morning it tastes it's
Yeah, I know what you
yeah.
mean. That's great.
It
You
does
got
something to my brain. It makes me go to the bathroom. It's a placebo effect.
Yeah.
ah.
Ah, that's awesome. Hmm. Yeah, I haven't had alcohol or anything for years. The body just is, I don't know, it wants healthy food and all that stuff right now. And it's just intuitive. It goes through seasons, you know.
Yeah. I'm like you, Jenny. I used to, occasionally have a little wine or anything, but in the last few years, I've drank almost like zero alcohol just because it kind of makes me groggy and tired. I don't feel
Mm-hmm.
sharp
Hmm.
with alcohol in me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want
Yeah.
to take a nap.
Yeah.
So I'm lucky. I'm really
Mm-hmm.
happy about that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
My friend who is a magician told a story one time. I said, "Do you take a drink before you go out on stage to ease your nerves?" And he said, "Hell no, I might like it."
Ah,
Mm.
that's great. Oh, funny.
Yeah, things become a lot lighter and humor, and you can start to see the humor in things. I just wanted to, as we close out here, just, I love humor. I love laughing. I love
Mm-hmm.
seeing the humor, you know,
Me
it's like
too.
somehow healing. Humor is healing, I have to say.
It is, and it's all, yeah. it is amazing because it's makes it obvious that it's playful, you know.
Not so serious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have laughing attacks a lot, where I can't stop laughing and it hurts. Like and when people like my kids are watching, it'll make it worse because it's like, and then my son, my youngest son, will be like, "Mom, did you take that love crack again? You take that, you're on that love crack." It's so great. Hmm.
I have to say, it has been such a pleasure being with you three.
Yeah,
Thank you for this experience.
so amazing. So great. Yay, so great to hang out with you and Cozy.
Yay.
Wow,
We got
what a
him
gift.
here.
What a gift. We did it.
We
So
did
much
it.
love.
So much love. And that was your bedtime story in Cozy.
Yeah, we're your dream. You're
Yeah.
actually sleeping.
Yeah. This didn't happen.
None of this happened.
Yeah,
They
it's
were
just
never
beautiful.
here.
Just
Mm. Yay.
Thank you. Thank
Group
you.
hug.
Group hug. Thank you guys. Have a beautiful rest of
Yay. Yay.
Oh,
have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll send you all the Dropbox video to this later.
thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you.
like
Mwah.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.